Well, I'm obviously very, very happy for our guys. A week ago Tuesday, it was not a very good day, and they came together. I told Wyatt, the radio people, on my pregame, if going through the loss last week brings our team together, I'll take all the criticism. I'll take all the gruff. It doesn't matter. And I think it brought those guys together. I talked about they had a meeting after the game last Tuesday. I think that was a big step. And then we just realized, hey, we got to do what we do. And I thought it was just such a good team win. You look at the stats. We had 5 guys in double figures against Wisconsin, Milwaukee. We had 4 guys in double figures plus 8, 8, and 7. So you had great balance. Made our free throws. 2 things we thought when we looked at stats, we said we could hopefully take advantage of 3 things. 1, to play hard, and we won that. Just the deflections, loose balls, all the little plays that make a difference. The second thing was getting to the free throw line. If you look at their stats, the other opponents had 30 or more free throws shot than they had. And then the rebounding we thought could be a big difference maker. And if you look at those 3 things, it gave us the advantage. Great job by the guys coming off the bench. Rudy with 10, Carlton with 10. Everybody really contributed, and that's without making a 3 in the second half. We're 4 for 9. I thought we had great balance. I thought our defense was really good in the first half. Second half, I don't think it was bad. We broke down a little bit. Otherwise, we could have got that thing, up in the, high double digits. But we just didn't. We missed a lot of open threes. But to our guys' credit, they keep battling, kept playing hard, made a lot of little big plays. The Dejuan double, loose balls, rebounds, and I told them before the game, UNLV banks in a 3, Fort Hayes banks in a 3. I said those plays happen because your mindset is in the right place. And tonight we had some bounces go our way. Their guy gets a rebound, falls down. Carlton grabs it, lays it in. Those are the kind of plays that make a difference. And again, those happen if your mind is in the right place as far as trying to win the game. So it's we didn't get a road win last year at all. Got one right away. Happy for them. But obviously we got to keep moving forward. And we'll have I think we'll play Saturday against Baylor, and we know that you're playing one of the toughest teams, or if not the toughest team in the country.
Thank you, Coach. First question to Tim Fitzgerald.
Hey, Coach, great win. Talk about the focus of your team and how they played the full 40 minutes and seemed really locked in on the game plan and didn't seem to flinch at all.
Yeah, I think that was really important. Stan Weber just on the radio just talked about he hadn't been at shoot-around this year because at home games, if he's not there, you're in Tier 1. If you're not in Tier 1, you can't come to the shoot-around. And he mentioned to me after shoot-around, he said, man, they were focused, they were locked in, and they made shots. And he was really impressed. And I think that was, again, a good mindset, right mindset about winning, helping your team, doing what you do well. Mike McGurl has foul trouble, but he's still 3 assists, 1 turnover, some big passes to Davion for dunks. He's in the last 2 games, he's 11 to 2 assist turnover. It's as good as anybody, so just a group that hopefully is growing, getting better. But obviously we have a long way to go, and it's just 1 game. And, again, we talked about, it's never as good as it seems, and it's never as bad as it feels. So, right now, last week we were really feeling lowered in the snake belly. This week we're feeling pretty good, but you got to keep moving forward. And we just got to keep getting ready, preparing and battling each day.
Is Dejuan beginning to figure out his game? He's still struggling with that long shot, but
yeah,
he's really getting after it.
I told the radio, I don't know how many he's missed in a row, probably 14, 15, 16 in a row. And these are wide open shots. I mean, he's just missing them. And I really say a prayer every time he shoots it because he's such a good kid. He wants to do well. He's worked at it. He's a much better shooter. We just got to get one to go in, and I think it'll help him. But a week ago, 2 weeks ago, if he missed some threes, his body language changed. But this game, he did everything, all the little things that meant a difference. And 11 for 11 from the free throw line. I think that's one of the best in the history of K-State. He even said to me, Coach, I don't want to take it out anymore. I want to get the ball and get fouled because I'll make the free throws. So, just that's a big step in maturity for him and just a good focus. So I'm happy for him, and he's got to do what he does. And he's gotten better. He'll make some shots, I promise you. But if he's got to keep playing like he did, playing hard like that, and he'll be successful.
You got a lot from all the guys that came off the bench, but how important was Lingard tonight?
Unbelievable. And again, this is a young man that really hadn't played basketball since last March, since it all shut down. He got to work out a little bit with the small groups, and then his back was bad, and then 3 months with nothing, and then we stuck him in a game, with maybe a handful of practices, and some of those just part of the time. So, today I grabbed him and shoot around, and I just worked on pick and pops, and I said, this is what you do well. And, he made a couple, he got a couple layups, just really, really happy for him because it hasn't been easy. Him and Davion, I know you guys had Davion, just great production. We were so afraid of Solomon Young and then the other two bigs, Foster and Condit. And we thought that could be a big difference maker for them. But our big guys stood the test and outscored their bigs and did a lot of good things.
Thanks, Coach.
Yep.
Next question to Kellis Robinette.
What is it about this smaller lineup that seems to be working so good for Davion, at least offensively?
Well, we spread the defense out. That's the big thing. And then you got 4 guys that are really good perimeter weapons, and they can put it on the floor and they can pass. Just watching the Iowa game against Iowa State, obviously Garza is really, really good. But those other 4 guys, and even guys coming off the bench, they can all pass and shoot and dribble. And it's a thing of beauty to watch. And it definitely gives us more threats, different threats. I know Selton wants to do more, but, he had a couple nice drives. We even ran a clear out for him at the end, and Solomon Young backed off and he shot the 3. But, it just gives us more versatility and gives Davion more space inside.
How proud are you just of these guys to bounce back the way they have in the last week?
I'm happy. We got great kids. I've told you guys all along. We went through a little drama for a couple weeks in practice. Guys trying to figure out what they are, who they are, and I think we had to take a little bit of a humble pie. And once they did that, they reacted well. Our practices have been really good since last Tuesday, and we've made progress. And the whole thing is we've been able to practice with 10 guys. So you get to practice 5-on-5. We're hoping to get, Monty back maybe in a week or so. And obviously Casey, probably after Christmas, we hope to have him back if it all goes right. So hopefully give us more versatility and these guys a little more confidence.
All right. Thanks, Bruce. Travel safe home.
Thank you.
Next question to Michael Goins.
Yeah, Coach, how far has the defensive focus progressed over the last week, 10 days, 2 weeks?
Well, I've said to our coaches, we're just not very good on defense. And, today we did a little better. I thought we were in the gaps better. We kept the ball. Our whole goal was keep the ball out of the paint, keep it in front of us, because once they get in the paint, they can shoot the ball from 3 and they got lots of weapons. And then they also get that ball inside Solomon Young, and it's tough to deal with. So I thought at first half we were really good. I don't know how many turnovers. I thought they had 8 or 9 turnovers. at halftime. A lot of those because we were there. They were trying to probe and we were there. But it's it's going to take a while. Our habits are not there. The concepts they're learning. I guess the best thing they did today was play hard and they tried to and they really prepared. I think those two things were really, really key for us to have a chance to, we hope is that the lowest we've held any team, 65? And they got some down the stretch. So that gives you a chance to win on the road.
You seem to close out on the 3 pretty well.
Yeah, that's a big key. We've watched film. We've done breakdown drills. I don't think I told them early they don't like the drills that are habit drills, your closeout drills, your breakdown drills, and they didn't see the need for it. And then all of a sudden they're getting torched, and people are taking them, and they're shooting 45 from 3, and now you realize you watch film, and I got to get to the shooter. So coaches have done a good job. They've done a good job buying in, but again, it's a good day. But we got to get back, and we got some tough competition coming up. It's the league is so good, and obviously Baylor's, one of the best in the country.
Who had the main guard on Coleman Lands tonight?
Mike started on him. We thought it was a good matchup. The key though is he gets points off of the other guys, and that's why I said if we keep the ball out of the paint, where we don't have to help as much, then it allowed us to, get to him, get to the shooter. So I thought that was key. I thought the second half, we didn't do quite as good. Maybe get tired. Bolton got in there and created some problems for us. But, just a good job by a good team effort.
Last question to Ryan Black.
Hey, Bruce, when you look at the stats, both teams shot amazingly well in the first half, and the second half was kind of the opposite. How much of it was the second half just shots not falling versus was it both of you guys making adjustments at halftime?
Well, I'm sure it's a little bit of that, a little bit of conditioning. You're still early in the season, and, this earliest Big 12 game in the history for K-State, I'm sure for Iowa State. So you're not in quite as good a shape, and it's a tense game. It's a Big 12 game. It's a fight. It's a brawl, and I thought we had some open ones. I'm sure they thought they had some open ones too. But again, we did all the little things that made a difference in it. So it's you can win in a lot of ways, and we found a way to win today by playing harder than our opponent, doing all those little things that make a difference. Great team balance, and just out-tough them, out-fought them.
I mean, I'd say it's probably hard to overstate how important your guys' free throw shooting was tonight.
Well, it's unbelievable. And if you look at Wisconsin-Milwaukee, what were we, 10 for 18? Very, very focused. Rudy's the only one that missed them. For Davion to go 4 for 4, you guys have no idea. It was an experiment every time he went to the line last year. And to his credit, he's really locked in, has a good routine, shooting with confidence, and he's made his last 6. So that's impressive for him.
Bruce, how much of the credit do you take for that with the free throw shooting? Because we certainly see all the videos of you all the time. You seemingly never missing a free throw. So how much do you actually take the hands on with the free throw shooting with the guys?
They gotta fail, and then they listen. And Davion was very bad when he got here, so he actually listened. And it's routine, it's rhythm, it's muscle memory, and a lot of the guys they wheel into these free throws, and it's a short stroke. And we got Davion locked in right at that shot pocket, short stroke, great follow through, and just shooting it with confidence.